Well, today I will be telling you about the history of Marysville. Specifically, not only Marysville, as well as Tiller and Fort Vasquez. So, I think we should start. Well, let's go to the first street that was built. It's a big city, and the roads, they're not the best, but this first street that was built. Fun fact, 5 of the houses on this street and around 6 and 7 of the houses on the street behind it were built before the road was made. Even the houses on this street was made before the road was made. So this road may be a month old, but this was the first house I made. That's why it's marked number 1. I mean, that is a street number, but it's number 1. Then I made this one, and this one, and this one. Then I obviously decided that I need to get a little park, tree, forest thing. So I decided to make this trail, which eventually led up to Marysville Road, was it? I think. Now, the house at the back, all the way there where my cross is newer than the other houses. That's why it even has a different design. So then, after I built, I forgot the street name, Deep Avenue, I decided to build Rocky Way. There was just lots of houses, you know, where Bob lives and everything. I think Bob is still at the airport in desk over there. Anyway, we built this, and then we built the frames for that house. But that wasn't built until about 2 days later on Trevor Street. And then it's welcome to downtown. And there was a funny fact where I built this in Canada, and when I came back to England, I built the road signs on the wrong way. I know, I literally built the road signs the wrong way on the left side, because I wasn't used to being on the right side at that time. Then here we've got Marysville Road, and yeah, that's the track. Then this has just got houses, all the way until here, where you've got the church with a statue of Notch, like that. And that is him. But it's a statue, obviously. It's quite magnificent. And behind it is the church, number 1. That was actually built quite old as well. Then over here you've got the apartments, 1 to 6. And then basically you've just got houses all the way until here, 15, I guess. 13, that's 14. I built the road, I built the street. So after that I built, actually, no, that's not right. Then I built Chicago Road. Yeah, that was right, Chicago Road. It was the road which was like 3 roads together, and their houses were like mansions. Like, let's take one of these first houses. When I make the houses, they don't have any interior, not even the floor, but it's quite big compared to the houses somewhere else in the olden bits. This is the town's only traffic light. And then you've just got Chicago Way. I think this used to be the one with the most houses and buildings until Wall Street surpassed it. And it's quite long as well. It went from there to that point all the way till number 11 and 12, 10, and then it went down here where it became 9 and everything, all the way back to the school. Well, then I built school. Now, obviously you think you've got all these houses where like 150 people can live, where are the shops? And that is where Wall Street comes in. This giant road is Wall Street. And this is where all the shops are. So we've already done a Marysville tour, but this is the entire like provincial, state, metropolitan area in history timeline accurately. After that, I built the Walmart. I built the McDonald's, but I didn't finish that until the Walmart was finished, when then I finished the McDonald's. And then I built Long Beach Road, where the hospital, a big pump, and some apartments, that tall building over there's some apartments. There's only 3 buildings there, but obviously there's 4 houses in one of them, so there's only 6 buildings, technically. Drive-through McDonald's. And then you've got Highway 113. But that was created much later, so we'll go back to that later. Then I built the Enterprises right there where some of the cars were. And then these signs were here quite newly after the Airport Inn was built. Now, after the Tim Hortons was then built, we decided all the way, very far, you can't even see it yet. No, there's a sign. Yep, that says airport ahead. So guess what it is? It's an airport, but it's very far away. There we go. So we had a small car park. This was a very busy, and I'll tell you why later. And then the entrance was here. So once we had built the airport, and it actually has some things in the back. It's quite a big airport, even though it has 1 runway. Can't get in from there, so I'll have to just go to the fencing area. We'll talk about this bit later because that's quite new. But you can see the airport lights and the airplanes and everything. It's quite good. Then I did not build the airport in. It might seem like a small thing, but it's quite a big thing if you don't have a map. We built this giant map. Yeah? And before I say, guess where we are? There's a big clue which gives it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, if you guessed right here, you're correct. We are right there in the center of my cross. And we just explored that square, that square, that square, that square, yeah, and then, oh wait, that square, and that's it, 5 squares of it. Now this city was built in squares, as you can see. 1, 2, 3, there's about 14 squares. It's quite good. After that, I built more on Wall Street. That included the A&Ws, the Scotia Bank, the pump, the pharmacy, the grocery store, the BMO Bank, and the Dyers, which are all on this street. After that, we built this road, but not this road, the road after it, here. And this was the Highway 113. No, not 113. We just showed you 113. This was Highway 109. Was it? Let me check the road signs. 107. Highway 107. And that goes to Tiller, which is about 2 kilometers away. Then we built the Tim Hortons and the other bank. And then it was just houses from there on. For quite a while, actually. We built Gardner Drive, and that's where I live. And then we built this church. And then we built the Airport Inn, which I just showed you. Well, not just, but nearly just showed you. The Airport Inn over there. And then we decided to build this street, and I'm always forgetting the street names, aren't I? Alright, this was the Ford showroom as well. Torbay Road. And then here we've got the clothes gear, is it? Yeah. It's the clothes gear. And it's kind of nature themed, so the floor is all green. Although that's not usually for the other restaurants and shops. Over here we've got sports check, sports shop. And yeah, we go for very eco-friendly types of things in this area because it's quite cramped. So that's why the floors are all green and grassy. But as long as you've got shoes, it's okay. Then, yeah, that was in a sand store, and there was like cars at the back and everything. That's Town Hall, and that is Pizza Delight over there. Then, what else? We built these 5 houses going down here, and then we finished off. So we built Tiller earlier, but when we finished it off, Tiller was finished around here. So Tiller was only a village, and we decided that we're not going to expand on it, because it's kind of like a, well, I don't know how to explain it, but it's not a place, it's a place for living, but it's kind of like a camp or something. So it's not the best, but this was the Highway 107. You could just about see Tiller over there with the airstrip, which is lighting up. Then you've got Main Street, and you've got the houses at the back. Tiller's quite far away, so we're not going to do all of it, but it's not very big. We can show you on the map again. After that, I built the like a 1 week old housing estate. Quite far back. So on the other side of the town completely. So where I did my cross country from, that's it there. So once we built the like 7, 8 houses at the front, we decided that the big city area, we had Wall Street, but we needed some big tall buildings. So we decided to build this bit. There's like 4 tall buildings, Airport Inn, there's just an inn, and there's 2 apartments, not 2 apartment building, and each of them has like 8 or 9 apartments in them. It's good. Then we built this road. Well, we built this road and then expanded it and added a new road coming from there to there. So we carried on and carried on with more houses, and then the houses got spread out because it was like in the middle of nowhere. Well, not in the middle of nowhere, but near the middle of nowhere. And then you've got Junction 1. And this is the bit which has the bridge. I was showing a brief show of you that earlier. And then you've got this bridge, and you've got the then you've got the Highway 113. The slightly bigger highway because more people live in Fort Basquest than in Tiller. There's like 50 people would live there if there was 50 people. And about 65 people would live here. So you've just got lots of signs. Oh, and the big pond Basquez. And then you've got 1st Street, 2nd Street, and 3rd Street. And then you've got Main Street. And there, well, it's called Snowy Drive, but it's a main street. And there, you've just got a secret base. Oh, did something just scratch? Anyway, that's a complete tour, in a history-wise, in the right way, of Marysville, what do you call it? I keep forgetting the name, Fort Basquez, and Tiller. Hope to see you next time. Goodbye.